Hey guys, today I'm going to be teaching you about the selection tool. So let's get started. Okay, so before we get started, I just want to tell you that this is the selection tool, this black one here, and this is the direct selection tool. And another thing is if you keep hovering over one of these, it's not happening now for some reason. Basically, to select this, you just need to press V on the keyboard and you can select this tool. Like for example, let's say I have the direct selection tool selected and I pressed V, and now I have the selection tool selected, so a shortcut key. Okay, so to know if you've selected something with the selection tool or the direct selection tool, you can just click on something, and when you click on it, you can see this dot right here. This is like telling you this is the center of this path. For example, let's stretch this out. See, this moved along with it, and you can know you have selected something. Let's just remove this. Now let's move on to something like this. Now to select something, all you need to do is with the direct selection, with the selection tool, just go over it, click it, and you can select it. And you will see this bounding box right here, or this container like box. This is selecting all of the object, like so. Okay, so another thing I want to mention is when you select an object and it is transparent from the inside, like this. If I try to select it from the inside, it won't select the object. If I select it from this path, it will select the object. Let's say I with a black fill. Now this object has a black fill, so I can select it by selecting this, and if it's transparent, if I try to select it from the inside, I cannot select it. Now when you have an object selected, these boxes right here, this double arrow, when you hover over this box, this small box right here, is telling you you can either go this way or this way. You can shrink or expand this box. From the corner, you can also do something similar, like so. But also remember, this is not a 100% square. Now you can like make it a rectangle or something like that. If you want to keep the proportions, you just, when you move this, you just need to keep pressing the select key like this, and when I release the key, it freeforms. I think that's what it's called. This basically you can change the shape however you want, like this. But with the select keys pressed, you can expand it proportion wise, like a perfect square. So like this is not a perfect square, but if I do this, you can see my mouse is here, but it was only expanding to this area, because to here it was a perfect square. If I like moved it to here, it would have been a rectangle then. Okay, so another thing now is, even if you are here or even if you are here, when you see these curved double arrow type cursor, this basically means that you can click and rotate this however you want. But let's say you only wanted to rotate it at a 45-degree angle. Then what you need to do is, again, when you are rotating this, just press the shift key like this. Go click and press the shift key when you are rotating like this. And when you release, you will know you have only rotated a 45-degree angle. Let me show you something again. Now I also rotated this again at a 45-degree angle, but my mouse was not, my cursor, I mean, was not at this position. Because if it was at this position, it would have been where it is right now, but I was at about here, and this is where it should have rotated to, but it was rotated to this area because that is where a 45-degree angle ended for it. Now another thing, when you select an object and you see these are basically telling you that if you press here, click here and just drag this, you will curve the sides, the corners, and these only appear near the corners, otherwise these won't appear. So if you have a corner, this will appear. But when you select with this selection tool, all four sides, all four corners are selected, or basically all the corners of the object are selected. And if you click and drag one of these, all four of these in this case will curve. Let me bring it to the center. This is now a perfect circle. And another thing I wanted to teach you, like, even if you didn't have this, like if you didn't make this circle like this, let me just delete this. Let's make a circle, a new circle. Okay, so when you have a circle, this little blue dot, this is basically just representing the circle. So let me just move this here. So when you have an object like this that doesn't have corners, this container or bounding box will appear, and you can use this like you did before. This is another neat trick if you wanted to like have the object. So where was I? Oh, you can also rotate this and all of the other things, but to select this object you will have to press the path or the inside if it has a fill. If it does not, then this will not be selected. I just want to make that clear for circle like objects that were not to the corner of the bounding box. So this is it for this tutorial. I really hope you liked it. Like, subscribe, and share with all your friends. I hope to catch you in the next one. Till then, peace.